How to Get Through a Scandal. Life Lessons from Amanda Knox and Monica Lewinsky. Amanda Knox was frightened when she entered a lecture classroom in 2017 to deliver her very first public speech. For years, strangers had filled in her silence, her comments had been turned into headlines, and her face had been plastered on tabloids. Fortunately for her, a woman who had gone through the same media meat grinder as her, in fact, who had achieved fame before she was old enough to rent a car, shared the platform that day. Knox pleaded with the event planners for a private meeting with Monica Lewinsky. In the end, Lewinsky gave her the type of big sister advice that only another scandal press victim could provide after inviting her to her hotel room and making her a pot of tea. According to Knox, she had a lot of advice about reclaiming your voice and your narrative. For me, that turned out to be a turning point. Knox practically followed that advice to take back her story. That's how these two 24-hour news cycle professionals, who are now friends, came to co-produce The Twisted Tale of Amanda Knox. The brutal 2007 murder of Meredith Kercher and the media circus that followed are dramatized in the new 8-part Hulu limited series, which premieres on August 20th. In this case, Knox, a 20-year-old American exchange student in Italy at the time, was relentlessly pursued by prosecutors, twice found guilty and twice acquitted, all the while being used as shorthand for suspicion and scandal by a rabid international press machine. A few years after their first encounter, Lewinsky happened to appear in an interview with Knox in the New York Times, when she expressed her want to have her narrative told on TV. This was the beginning of the program. With a first-look contract, Lewinsky brought the show's concept to 20th television. They seized the opportunity, Lewinsky claims. The pair spoke with a number of potential candidates before hiring K.J. Steinberg, executive producer of This Is Us, as creator and showrunner. Lewinsky claims that she had this innate sense of what this story was. She completely outperformed everyone else. Respectfully, everyone else. Shortly after their encounter, renowned producer Warren Littlefield, Fargo, The Handmaid's Tale, Dopesick, agreed to work on the project. Littlefield asserts, they didn't just put their names on it. They were so sincere and determined that I was astounded. They were dedicated to their tale and had one to tell. And they pulled up their sleeves and worked for 3 years. The series, which was lavishly filmed in Rome, Vancouver, and Budapest, stars Grace Van Patten as Knox. Earlier last month, we met at a small Hollywood picture studio to talk. With a tiny phalanx of managers and publicists around them, they seemed a little anxious but confident and self-aware as they sat for their first joint interview. They spoke about working on the program, rewriting their own tales, surviving the limelight, and regaining control over the whole framing of the story for more than an hour. According to Knox, I felt like I was silenced for years. It feels good to be heard at last.